I do believe. Ooh, looks like it is 9 a.m. I think you know what that means, everybody. It is time for some Wake and Bass. Good morning. I hope y'all have been having a fantastic week. I'm so excited to be here. This is what I look forward to all week through all of my reading and studying and practicing. I look forward to hanging out with y'all at Wake and Bass and exploring new music, checking out some new tunes, hearing some people we've heard about, and hearing some people we haven't heard about. And today, I think we've got a surprise hit here for you. I was inspired by one of our contributors here on our Discord channel, Alex63501. Come join us if you were not already a part. We've got the link down in the description. But he brought up an album, I think it was the fourth or fifth studio album of an artist named Hitomi Tohyama. And I gave it a listen just for a second. I thought, that's a pretty good album. I wonder what her first album was like. And that's what we're checking out today. Her very first album, which is entitled Just Call Me Penny. That is her nickname. She has nicknamed herself Penny. As good a nickname as any, I guess. But that's what we're going to be looking at today. And I know that we've been using our intro music here, Masayoshi Takanaka Malibu. I love this song so much, and one of the reasons I love it as a Takanaka album is because he made it with a whole bunch of musicians from around the world, a lot of them from North America, and it was kind of a one-off thing, where the rest of his music moved off in a different direction, and he became the Rainbow Goblins Takanaka that we know and love today. But this album right here, as we start looking into the musicians, it's a little bit of a similar thing, so I'm getting excited. It looks like we got an all-star band kind of thing today. All right, well, as I am switching us over here, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Mr. Takanaka. Goodbye, Patrice Russian on the keyboard. Oh, forget me nots, I will never forget you. And as we're switching over here, I'm going to go ahead and also say good morning to everybody. Yeah, switching cameras. All right, what is up, Treesus, Daniela, Poppy? What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all having a good morning. Can't wait to see that Poppy puppy when this virus is gone, because I want to see the Poppy puppy. It's the cutest dog on the planet. City Pop Day was cracking. Good to see you. Was good to see you. All right, some Japanese. Good morning. And Luis, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so as you can see over here, or if you're listening, what we're jumping into today is the first album from Hitomi Tohyama. I am determined to say everything right today. Just Call Me Penny. And this is an album from 1981, and as we look through here through our credits, we start to see some characters that are familiar to us. The first and most important, of course, is Jake Concepcion. Very fantastic, and I believe it actually might be his birthday or close to his birthday. Nope, that was somebody else. December 4th. All right, well, happy birthday in a little bit. But a lot of these people we've not seen before. Will Lee on the bass, Steve Jordan on the drums, Hiram Bullock on guitar. Who are these people? We'll see. But as we jump in here, we notice that as we've looked at some other albums in the past, this is one that has all English titles. Now, I think that's going to tie in a little bit here with the fact that we have some European and North American musicians as a part of this album, not only playing but composing. But let's go ahead and just jump right in, listen to this very first track here, and check it out so many times. Debut track off of Just Call Me Penny. I'm gonna go turn this up a little bit.
Please listen to me.
My secrets.
So many times 話した So many dreams 夢見てあなたはピアノが恋人で私は歌う
All right, I was not about to talk over a Jake Concepcion solo, but if we've got a little unknown pianist, I guess we'll talk. All right, interesting combination of things we've got going on here. The thing that I cannot get out of my ear is this persistent guitar. Chung, 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 chung. And it would be annoying if it wasn't so perfectly balanced and whoever it is playing it so evenly. It works.
So many words,
I'm almost getting a doo-wop feel. Almost.
so many nights, 過ぎても作り上げるよりも壊す方が簡単なことぐらいわかっていたでしょうに友達のアパートの帰り道優しく肩を抱いて教えてくれたとは年のクソ今でも耳に残る静かに
Jake Concepcion! Yes, yes.
あなたの優しさにベッドで幸せの涙を流したこともあった
Okay. Oh, and I was worried we weren't going to get any Jake on that very first track there. All right. Very cool. First track in there. So we were talking about that guitar. The guitar that we were listening to there was Hiram Law Bullock. A very interesting character, and this is one of the three that have a very cool connection here that I was noticing this morning doing some research. So this is an American jazz funk guitarist, musician. Lots of interesting connections, but as we notice here on Discogs, born September 11th, 1955 in Osaka, Japan. Now, that's pretty crazy that we're talking about a bass player or a guitarist on his birthday. Now, F in chat did pass away in 2008. However, that's a pretty cool way to remember him. So, Hiram, pouring one out for you wherever you are. Very cool because he went to the Miami School of Music. This is a very well-to-do school of music, still to this day. I actually know several people who have gone there and studied. Great place. And one of the names we're going to see right here, Will Lee, is the bass player on this album. And that is one of the friends that he met down there. Also, if you look to the left, Jaco Pastorius. And if you were not familiar with Jaco Pastorius, you should go check out Jaco Pastorius. Phenomenal bass prodigy, considered to be like the future of bass. Died tragically young. I don't remember exactly, but I want to say he passed away in his 20s, something like that young. But unbelievable. So, looking a little bit here at some of the other credits for Bullock. Let's see here. So Jaco was a huge piece here. Peabody Conservatory of Music. That's another massive school of music, not just for jazz and guitar, but for classical music too. So I'm most positive Hiram is classically trained on top of all the funkin' that is going down in this train. So let's see here. Pat Metheny. All right. Jaco Pastorius. All right. Playing Late Night with David Letterman. Okay, so talk show host connection. We're going to see a little bit of that here a little later. We got Steely Dan. Hey, Harry Belafonte. Marcus Miller, another phenomenal bass player. Miles Davis. We all love a little bit of that. Gil Evans. Okay, Gil Evans, piano, jazz pianist. Very, very cool. I don't know if Gil Evans is related to Bill Evans. Bill Evans is also a jazz pianist. Also one of my father's favorite jazz pianists. Shout out to my dad. But let's keep going here. But that's an interesting little insight here to our guitarist we're listening to today, Hiram Bullock. Classically trained to funk your mind. All right, we're moving here into the second song. This second song is called My Guy, Cafe Sign. Also, retracting one thing earlier where I said that this album was only released with English titles, I am incorrect. It was released dual Japanese and English. So for those of y'all just joining us here, we're listening to Hitomi Tohyama, debut album 1981, Just Call Me Penny. Second track, My Guy. What is up, CCG? Good to have you here this morning. Those are Chuck Berry chords. Those notes. Okay, very cool. All right. So it looks like our guitarist here worked with Chuck Berry, which would explain the Chuck Berry chords. Getting all slow dance on you. Let's see that slow dance emote. 1981. Pull your high school honey close. That high note, man. Tasty solo. Jake. I'm trying to remember what her name is. Is it Minako Honda? The girl who does Tsubasa, the Wings, where she goes and just holds that 30-second note. Watch out, girl. Hitomi's coming for you. Okay, again, as always, I misspoke earlier. It was not Hiram that has worked with Chuck Berry. It was Steve Jordan, the drummer, who worked with Chuck Berry. And that's going to be the next character that we talk about here as we finish this second track. Very, 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 very cool. Thank you, Dave. Very, very good tips. This is funky, too, because, again, this is 1981. So we're coming out of that disco era, talking North American and European, of course. And we got a lot of different development going on in Japan. We've been diving a lot into these mid-late 70s, early 80s albums recently. And it's very cool to see how everybody kind of fluxed together for 1 or 2 years before expanding out again. We see people doing rock, what did we look at? Hosono's first album, Hosono House. Almost kind of like a neo-Beatles kind of album, very all acoustic, recorded in his house, all that kind of stuff. And then the second album we looked at years later, not that many years, but 5 or 6 years later, Yellow Magic Orchestra. synth madness, chiptune, moving into the future, all this kind of stuff. But we had that element there of doing the acoustic kind of rock. It's, in my mind, it's this idea of covering something or trying to reproduce it to internalize it, and then you can go do something else. So you can take the parts of it that you like and put it in the new things. And I think that's what we're hearing here from all of these studio musicians, are we're hearing their personal musical influences coming out in their styles. So as I mentioned earlier, our drummer, Steve Jordan, we've got another connection to the Late Night with David Letterman. So these guys played together. Hiram and Steve were in the same band at the same time. And let's see where he went to school, because I'm going to guess they probably have another connection of some kind there. So let's look here. Rolling Stones played with Keith Richards. He was in the John Mayer Trio. Might still be in the John Mayer Trio. Can't really tell. Okay, High School Music of Arts, New York. Okay. And he played in Stevie Wonder's band and then joined Late Night. And then, okay, went on and did stuff with the Blues Brothers. All right. And then there we go. The World's Most Dangerous Band, led by Paul Schaefer. Nice bald guy if you've never seen him before. Yeah, there's a picture of him. Oh, yeah, he's got the glasses too. Looking good. I would love to have those glasses. All right. Very cool. Well, let's look and see. Let's keep moving on here. Moving on. So that was My Guy. And now we're moving into image change. Okay. Everybody can use a little bit of an image change every once in a while. So for those of y'all joining us here, this is Hitomi Tohyama's debut 1981 album. They call it a little bit of a funk rock soul album. I was going to say I haven't really heard the funk or the soul yet, but I have a feeling that's about to change right now. This track is called Image Change. Answering those questions out of order, that is Jake Concepcion on sax. Good ear. And redoing, if I can remake my Perfume bass cover, but why? Give me a reason. Maybe I'll do it. Ooh, got some strings. Oh, that's some funky guitar. Yeah, can I get one more? Okay, thank you.
Saturday night,
Yeah.
朝まで踊りに出かけるの
Listen to that
だけ
bass
ど
line.
いつもの席でフロア見つめる綺麗にメイクアップリースで仮部屋だけど今夜は一人で部屋で踊るの明かりを少し落として悪い女の気分で誘ってくれたら素直に踊るわ Play that music Let's go dancing 腰を回しながらちょっと可愛い女になってゆくの
This is getting my soul. Ow, again. I'll just do it like 9 more times. Yeah. All right, CCG Help Desk. You gave me the right amount of compliments while telling me to do a better job. I'll see what I can do.
臆病
Flame on.
だったけど明日になればきっと
Hell yeah, Texas represent. There we go. Glad I could help Wilson.
少し大人の気分で乾杯でもしてお祝いしてね Play that music Let's go dancing 星を振りな
I'm into this. Hitomi Tohyama. All right. Track 3, Image Change. A little bit of an image change for the album there. We started off with a little bit of a 1950s feel, and we are now totally seated disco era. Very, very cool. So, the person we're going to talk about now is this cat right here, Will Lee, our bass player. So, this guy is our third ringer for late night television band. And, same one, doing the Late Show with David Letterman, the world's most dangerous band. And he is credited as being the longest running or consistent member of that group on the Late Show. So he, I guess, started pretty much with Paul Schaefer, the band leader, and went all the way through to the end. Other than Paul Schaefer, I think it was just those two. That's what it sounds like here. But looking through his credits, my goodness. But before we get into those credits, another September birthday. September 8th. We're only a few days late there. Not too bad, not too bad. Born in San Antonio, Texas. Well, what? As we're looking through here for the people that he played with, this is where I start getting like, I start getting those tasties. He's toured with Bette Midler, Barry Manilow. I highlight this because that last song, that was a Barry Manilow song. Made much better by Hitomi Tohyama. But that was absolutely, like, that chorus, you just put, at the Coca-Cabana. That's Barry Manilow. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Mariah Carey, Steely Dan, Cat Stevens, Michael Polton, Ringo Starr. There we go. Beatle, Gloria Estefan. Excellent. So many people. Luther Vandross. Ooh, Cyndi Lauper. Shaka Khan. James Brown. My goodness, the list goes on and on and on. But as we check here on the Wikipedia page, look where let's see where we went to school. University of Miami. Jumping back here to, I believe it was Hiram, who also went to University of Miami. There we go. Kapow. So these two cats knew each other before. Hiram and Lee. Will. Very, very cool here. Professional career. He studied French horn and then switched to bass. Good choice, my man. I have a friend who's a French horn player. She is phenomenal. But man, if I thought it was competitive in my world, try to be a French horn player. All right. On that note, let's keep moving through the album here. So I do believe we're still on side 1. I think we're getting to the last track of side 1. So we've got a track called Rainy Driver. Yes, my dyslexia. Okay, I was like, Rainy Diver? No, Rainy Driver. All right, so this is going to be our 4th track. And I think it's going to be our last track off of side 1 here from our 1981 album. Those of y'all just joining us, we're listening here to Hitomi Tohyama. Oh, and we're getting slapped right in the face by Will Lee, slapping some bass for us. I'm going to stop talking. This is Rainy Driver. Roboto, hello from Texas. Oh, shout out from Hong Kong, Wilson. I'm thinking about you, brother. Be strong. I know stuff's going rough. Oh man, those slaps and those city pop stops, my goodness. It's like, it almost hurts me. It's so funk. lollipop stops, baby.
捨ててしまえばあなたのことは許せても
Horns.
グラス叩く雨は心まで冷やしたタイトなセリフの切れ端だけが胸に置き去りで
Yes. All right. Susumu Kazuhara.
「ホテルを探して」「さまよう道は」「私の好きな夕日の街」「重いブレーキ踏みしめ」「夜は縁取るサインボード」「今振り返る」
Oh man. This song. Oh goodness. Rainy Driver. Oh man. Never have I been so confident that this is going to be a bass cover on the channel. You can put your dollars on it. Hey, what is up, Master of Owl? Glad to see you are alive and well, brother. I'm sure you've been very busy, but we missed you here. Glad to see you back. And perfect time to join us here. We just finished an amazing track here by Hitomi Tohyama, Rainy Driver. The funk present inside of this track. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We're starting to hear all the different influences here. So, recapping the people that we've talked about, we first looked at Hiram Law Bullock, a Okinawan-born American who went to the Miami College of Music and was a very prominent bass player and met and worked with, let's find the right one, Will Lee, who also studied in Miami and was one of the longest running bass players of the Late Show's World's Most Dangerous Band, who also played with Steve Jordan, the drummer percussionist, also in the Late Night Band, played with the Blues Brothers, played with Chuck Berry, has all these influences there. And I think we had one more person that we haven't talked. This last song we just listened to features. Click on the right thing here, Alex. You can do it. You can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't know what happened. Susumu Kazuhara. I don't know what happened to his page. But this was our trumpet player that we just heard that very tasty and smooth solo in the middle of our funk. That was a little bit like Sade there. I felt like that was kind of the combo we have, that's the smooth with the funkiness. I like how they mix that peanut butter and the jelly together. But looking here at our other trumpet player, trying to figure out who they are here. This is Yoshikazu Kishi. Lots of credits, lots of stuff. Rajier, Love Heart, we checked that album out several weeks ago. He played on that. So we've always got that nice little 7 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon there. Okay, Miki Mitsubara. All right, there's another one. I'm always looking for those click-ons. Okay, played with Henri. Wonderful. There we go. So lots of cool connections there. And going back, one last kind of funny thing here about Susumu Kazuhara. Checking out, reading some information about them here. In a band called Windbreakers. Now, I understand, you might be thinking Windbreakers, like the very nice light 1980s, 1990s jacket that is perfect for a 70-degree day. Nah, I'm thinking fart jokes, and I think that's kind of a bad name. Hilarious name. Hilarious name. All right, the next track we're moving on to is called Station. And I'm going to go ahead and go so far to say if this is a slow one, it's the last track of the first side. And if it's quick, it's the first one of the next side. We're going to go with the first one of the next side. All right, here we go. 1981, Hitomi Tohyama, Station. 'Got a little bit of the castanet action in there. It makes me wish we had some Nobu. No Nobu Saito. I haven't seen him in a while. We need to go check back in on Nobu before too long. All right, they couldn't resist. We got a synthesizer, everybody. We got 2 synthesizers. All right, let's check out Clifford Carter. I like to believe, even though there's no proof, those castanets are Nobu. He just snuck into the studio late at night, recorded this, and then when people turned it on the next day, they're just like, oh man, this is a nice mix. Hey, man, Gary, nice job with the castanets. It's a nice little flavor. And he's like, I didn't do that. And then they look at the chimney, and the cookies that they left for Nobu are eaten. But not the milk, because he doesn't like milk. He likes a protein shake because he's watching his weight. But leave it out for Nobu. They'll leave you sweet beats. Ooh, there we go. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Okay, we're doing some work here, Hitomi. She's really hit all the check marks of our city pop checklist from the 1980s. And for those of you who have not joined us before, when we talk about a city pop checklist, city pop is really not a genre as much as it is the name for pop music from Japan from late 70s into like early mid 90s. There's so many different subgenres here. But something that they all have in common at this early part where we were talking about this coming together where it all fluxes away again, there was a huge influence. Everybody wanted to have a slow song, kind of a slow dance. We've checked that off, kind of our 1950s Chuck Berry thing. We have not yet had our samba beat. I'm waiting to see our Latin rhythm song. We've got our kind of our faster upbeat disco thing. They went full disco on it, and I love it so much. The funk song, that was like a nice extra spicy bonus. But we've yet to hear our crashing waves, something relating to the beach. We need something like that. And then we need our Latin or African rhythm song. So we'll see if we still get those here. Now, looking for one more connection that I didn't know was there. Clifford Carter. We finally heard some synthesizer on this last song. Surprise, surprise, Saturday Night Live Band. Now, that is not the same as the Late Show Band. However, two of these other people before they were in the Late Show Band or in the Saturday Night Live Band. So not only are the people on this album all session studio musicians, but they were specifically house band studio musicians. And let me tell you, somebody who has to go on stage and play 5-6 nights a week, 2 to 4 hour sets, and just be on, and not only be on, but be interesting. Because a lot of time you're playing jazz, or you're doing stuff free form where you got the skeleton outline, but you gotta be funky, These guys are awesome. So this is very cool. So much like our connection here to Takanaka's second album, Insatiable High, where it was a whole bunch of North American European musicians. Speak, Alex. Now we have a whole bunch of late night show musicians. Pretty cool. Okay, let's keep moving on. Oh, look at that. Play with David Matthews. Not Dave Matthews. Wait, 1979? Did Dave Matthews time travel? Okay, being silly. Next track we have is called Baby. One more baby. Oh, and also before we go into this, there was a question of what is going on with Hitomi Tohyama today. Well, let's just take a look real quickly here and just see what we got on the old Discogs as far as newest things. Looks like it was 1985. I think that was the last time she really did anything. Let's see if we have any other credits or appearances where 2003, that looks like a best of. Broadcast from Heaven, 1990. I do believe this is somebody was talking about there being a remake of this album with interviews in front of it. What is this? Psyche Magic? Psychedelic disco funk. All right, this takes more investigation. While I do some more investigation on this, I want y'all to enjoy Baby. That was more babies than she put in the title. I'm going to complain. Yeah, that's 4. Come on. False advertising. Although I guess I'm getting 1 extra baby, so I shouldn't be very upset, but still. Damn, those flutes. Man, I will forgive her because this is just smooth. Ooh, yeah. 3, Sebastian. Psycho Disco Funk. I'm in. I have no idea what this is going to take us to, but we're going to have fun looking at it. Oh.
西日差す午後には海辺に遊んだあの頃のあなたへの My love 今でも変わりはしない誰かの手
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Very, very neat track. Again, why they had called it Baby, Baby, Baby instead of Baby, 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 because they sing Baby, 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 Baby. You know, that's 4, but you know, whatever. I don't count. That's fine. Yeah, very cool song there. We got a little bit of flute action happening. Continuing on with that very cool, I don't know, this band, I'm just so interested in the composition of how it's put together now, knowing that over half of this band, let's go here and do a count here on screen. So Jake Concepcion, he was just the chosen one to be pulled in, like, okay, I know that all these other guys are good, but Jake, I hope he was the leader of the band. Will Lee, bass player for Late Show, did some Saturday Night Live. Steve Jordan played for The Late Show. Clifford Carter, Late Show, Saturday Night Live. Hiram Bullock, I believe, did a little bit of Saturday Night Live. Masato Kawase, that is a weird way to spell Nobu Saito. We've got Susumu Kazuhara on trumpet, did some very cool things with Windbreaker, and we couldn't figure out that cat. Now, talking about Hitomi Tohyama just for a second here, because we have not talked about the person whose album this is. There is not a ton of stuff I can find out about her. I know that Master of Al was talking about he's listened to a bunch of her stuff and is saying, oh yeah, no, she's a great singer. She's got a whole lot of stuff. I think there's a Yehode's connection in there. But as far as what I'm looking at is information about her, I really can't find a ton. I do love her Wikipedia entry, though, which is Hitomi Tohyama, comma, the Japanese of the singer, comma, another name is Penny, born in Okinawa. I can hope if I ever have a Wikipedia page one day, it can be just so succinct and to the point of, I was of the Japan base. I was of the Texas base. Yeah. But looking at what she's still doing today, which was a question, I believe, from CCG in the comments there, I don't know, but we have found some interesting Belgian psychedelic electronic funk. So we're going to save that for the end here because I don't want to ruin the flow. We got 3 more tracks to get through here in 15 minutes. I think we got exactly enough time. So we're going to keep on trucking here. We're going to move into the next track, which is called Midnight Express. And again, for those of y'all just joining us for the track, we are at 1981, Just Call Me Penny, debut album from Hitomi Tohyama. And we're coming back and doing some swing rhythms. I'm digging it. Hey, what's up, Pop Bass Me? Good to see you, brother. Nice video recently. It's also a good, before we jump into the song right here, I just want to give a shout out to everybody on my channel who also has channels. Pop Bass Me, City Pop, Dave, Master of Al, all these people. Go check out their channels. They have such great music, such great covers. I love this community. Y'all the best. Master of Research has come through again, Master of Al. You see, I say his name, he delivers. It's beautiful. Well, to answer your question, CCG, it looks like we're all going to get back together on October 22nd for her live show that she's going to have. We'll have to check that out. Let's see how expensive it is. You have to pre-order. It looks like it's 3,500 yen. What is that, like 30 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that? Very cool. All right, we got a little bit of keyboard solo here, too. Let us get back to that. For those of you who are unaware, I don't have the Discord chat up on the video here today, but our in-house researcher, Master of Al, Master of Research, hitting us up on the global knowledge, can find anything, can find anyone. If you were information about a musician, you're not safe. You're not safe. He's gonna find you. He's the best. Fun live. Blood type of. Why do we need to know this? Little ukulele, big ukulele. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, Master of Al hooked us up with Penny's blog, it looks like, or her active whatchamdoodle. Yeah, Penny Tohyama's blog. So we found out she's got, not only is she still active and doing stuff, but she's going to have a live stream concert here on October 22nd. So check that out. I'll see if I remember at the end, I'll put a link to that in the description underneath so y'all can check that out. But very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Jumping back now, let's see what we got left here because we're getting pretty close to the end and I am itching to check out what psychedelic disco electronic Belgium funk city pop sounds like. That's what I'm into. So we got our next song, SFO to Oakland, is what I'm going to guess. Like San Francisco Orchestra. I have no idea what SFO Oakland means, but we're going to listen to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8th track off of 1981's album, Just Call Me Penny. Damn. What? Alex63501 rewind. I got the what? I got the what?
I've got the funky streak. Yeah.
I got the funky streak?
Get it on.
Get it on.
I've got the funky streak.
Strings? What does she have that's funky? I have to know. I have to beat Owl. Yellow Star? Owl's gonna beat me. What's the new song? He's gonna beat me. SFO, okay. Oh, there's San Francisco. What am I doing? Aha. Ooh, bass solo, baby. Say what? Say yeah. Oh, did I find it? Did I find it? Oh, suck on that, Master Al. Did I get it? Oh, de Concepcion. Yes, for victory. Oh, baby. Yeah. What you know about that? Oh. Master of Al. The fire. Okay. This doesn't help us at all. What's a funky streel? A funky street? This doesn't help us. It's supposed to be funky streak. But they do the same thing twice. That's not how you spell scarf. Where are we? No, but What? Okay, I got the backup too. Not only did I find this, Owl found the same thing. What the shit is a funky streel? To say I've got a funky streel, yeah, get it on. I've got a funky street? Also, I don't believe that said, you look so funky, baby. She said, you got some funky legs. Okay? I'm gonna drop my dissertation and prove this. Your legs are funky, baby. Listen to that. Your legs are funky, baby. Your legs are funky, baby. I think we need that again. Your legs are funky, baby. Right there. Okay, that's it. I just cured world poverty. There we go. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to spend time looking at this. That was a terrible joke too. I have no jokes. This broke my brain. This completely broke my brain. But I love it. I love it. Dave, I'm so glad you threw this in there. Shut up. That is not a real word. No. 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 No, not steal. Show me streel. What? Well, it looks like there's not any definitions for streel. I'm gonna have to look up that word. While we listen to our last track. Sorry, I've been totally derailed, y'all. Sorry, Alex63501 sometimes gets a little broken by music from the late 70s and early 80s. That was one of the moments you saw it. I've recomposed myself here. We're gonna listen to this last track, Instant Polaroid, off of our 1981 album, Just Call Me Penny. Let's give it a listen while I try to figure out if I've lost my mind or not. I think I know the answer, but this is good research music right here. How do I not find that? Did I spell it wrong? Not next. say, to trail or float in the manner of a streamer, which is me. So I guess me hearing that word caused me to flounder like a streamer. Because I am Irish, I am a streamer. I guess I'm floating in chaos to streel. Once again, our master of research has given us the greatest chart of all time. This is the recorded usage of the word streel throughout time. It was pretty hot in the early 1800s, and then I think right here, let's look, right? You see that dot? That dot is 1981, and that's when Hitomi used this bullshit word. I'm sorry to cuss, but it flusters me, and I don't like being flustered. But thank you, Owl. Thank you. She was using the noun, though. I don't know what she was using. I don't know what's going on anymore. But, like, slovenly, streel. I can hear William Lee trying to calm me down with his smooth bass in the background. I'll have none of it. None of it. Okay. Before we jump into this streel thing, that is an awesome album, and we're going to go wrap that up here in a second. But I just want to solidify the fact that streel has a lot of controversy over this word, because I'm getting hit from both angles here. I'm getting hit on the Discord, I'm getting hit on the YouTube, people being like, no, man, you're using it like the verb, not like the noun. Well, hold on a second, because right here now it says, streel, like everyone's been arguing, is a disreputable woman or a sloot, okay? Now, when they give the example of it, though, this is what it's like. Well, hold on a second. This is from James Joyce Ulysses. Sissy came up along the strand with two twins and their ball with her hat anyhow on her to one side after her run, and she did look a streel tugging the two kids along with the flimsy blouse she bought only a fortnight before, like a rag on her back and a bit of petticoat hanging like a caricature. The point is, what does having two kids make you look like a slut for? James Joyce. I'm going to stick with the Irish one that had to do with floating in a stream. That's me. I'm floating in a stream. Okay, back on topic now. That was a little fun side note. All right, Hitomi, good job, man. What was the song? I think it was My Guy. She had a really good high note. My Guy. Doing a little bit of that Minaka Honda, doing that Tsubasa, the 30-second note. And she just holds it forever. So very good singing. Let's go ahead and do just look back through here one more time at our artists. We got Jake Concepcion crushing it on the saxophone. We've got our connection to the late night show, The World's Most Dangerous Band, with Will Lee, Steve Jordan, and Cliff Carter. And then connected through Tissue of Miami School, the Frost School of Music is what it's called. We've got Hiram Bullock, who's also has the connection to Japan. He's a Japanese born. And I do believe, if I'm correct, it is Hiram's birthday. Happy birthday, Hiram. Rest in peace, my man. We're thinking about you. We were grooving to your slamming guitar all day. Okay, now we're running out of time here. We're a little bit over, but I'm going to keep the promise of checking out what on earth psychedelic Belgian, whatever this is. So here we go. We're going to end up the day with Wanna Kiss, a song written by, yes, I want to say this right. Yeah, it was written by her, Hitomi. She wrote this in 2013, and this is like a remix or something released in 2016. And I think this is the original song, released 2017. This looks like it. I think this is it. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm digging it. Ooh.
Move it.
Oh.
I got it.
What?
What's going on? Move it.
That's sin.
Got it. What's going on? あなた眠らせない恋の魔力
God damn. Whoa, this is good. Oh no, they absolutely ripped the bass line off. But whatever. And that's what before I could even get to it, I was going to say, you know what? I was looking earlier, but I couldn't read Japanese. I bet this is a remix of one of her earlier singles. Master of Al hits us up with the original Wanna Kiss. Oh no! Alright, let's see if there's a synth solo. Ooh. And let's hear the original now. Knew it. I knew. Master of Al, he's got it, baby. That's what it is. Alright, let's look this up. Wanna Kiss. When did this come out? I bet this came out I'm gonna take a stab. Let's say 1984. 1983, 1983. Oh, it's 1983. Oh, it's off Sexy Robot. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, now, all right, we gotta stop because this is a whole new album. And this is, I believe, the one that Dave was throwing down and being like, yo, listen to this. And this is the one. Okay, so we're gonna save that for later. But very cool, and it's nice to hear that she is still going strong and holding down the city pop remix scene in real life, and she's still doing live concerts, as we mentioned earlier. October 22nd, she's going to be doing a live stream concert. Pretty dope. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the future. I know that unfortunately, since I'm so busy now with school and work and all that kind of shenanigans, I really can only do one a week. But we'll see what happens next week. We'll see if I can't squeeze two in. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to work hard this weekend, do extra homework. But as always, thank you guys for hanging out. You're fantastic. We always have a good time. I always learn a ton here. I learn just as much as you guys. You guys always give me the good information. A like and a subscribe would always help me out and let me know that I'm doing the right thing. And please, give me suggestions. Like we had in here earlier today, CCG was telling me, he's like, hey man, you should redo Perfume. Because it's time, and it's been a while. And it's true. It's been a while since I played it. I got my EQ skills up. It's time to do that again. I'm happy to do it. I've also gotten tons of great suggestions from you guys on content, ideas for topics, lyrics, artwork, music. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but we got a little bit of a collaboration working in the background that we're trying to get off the ground. So lots of stuff happening. If you're not in the Discord, look in the link underneath. Come join us. Come hang out. We have a good time. But until next time, I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend, and I will catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.